Who on the panel would support a ban on fracking in Allegheny County? You can just raise your hands if you would support a ban on fracking in Allegheny County. In Allegheny County, I'm not talking the city. Yeah, okay.
As a business leader, the first thing you have to do is understand your strategic advantages against your competition. And our competition is every other major city in the United States and every other major city in the world. And our strategic advantage is the natural gas that we have. We have to take advantage of the natural gas we have, or we really run out of truly strategic advantages. Yes, we have great kids coming out of our universities, but there's great kids coming out of universities all over the world. Yes, we have, other aspects, a beautiful city, et cetera. There are beautiful cities all over the world. We have to sell what we can sell, which will define us in the future. So yes, natural gas is the key to us being successful in acquiring jobs, which will bring people back to Allegheny County. It's also the revenue source which will fund the county services that we need, right? We talk about some of the economic cliffs that are coming with higher interest rates, et cetera. They are coming to the county as well. We are heading to a point where the assessment process in terms of people coming in and getting reassessed for lower tax bills because there's nobody in their building or because the malls aren't being used anymore is going to come and become a financial challenge for the county. If we create jobs, if we leverage the natural resource of natural gas under our feet, we will grow the county's budget, which allows us to take care of everybody in the county. And the last thing I'll say is, you heard Bill say earlier, in the last 20 plus years, we've had one period of time where we grew jobs and grew population in Allegheny County. And it was when we were actually fracking, and we had the fracking boom from 10 to 14. That is a way to start the growth of jobs by leveraging the energy and then using that energy to bring even more jobs here.
I think everybody's weighed in on this issue except for Ms. Innamorato. So, and your hand went up first when I asked who would ban fracking in Allegheny County. So what's your take on what we do with the natural gas reserves and this opportunity?
So we also have to meet our climate goals, and we need to work towards net zero and decarbonizing our energy grid. So that is going to be a roadmap. It is going to take more than 10 years to do so. And we need to, natural gas and natural gas powered power plants are going to continue to play a role in securing our ability to access energy. So it's going to move from how do we expand it to how do we make it stable? How do we make it the base load? And then how do we take our public dollars, the federal investments that are available, and drive manufacturing of wind and solar, but also use our, again, natural competitive advantages like the water-rich area that we have to deploy hydro, explore geothermal, and other opportunities. We see multinational corporations like Shell and Exxon, they're continuing to expand their investments in renewable because they know where we're going, where we have to be in order to meet our climate goals, but also in order to create jobs and to meet global demand. The other piece that we have in all of this is energy efficiency. So there's going to be so many jobs that are created by investing in our transmission, investing in modernizing our grid, and making sure that our building envelopes are more, however energy is created and gets there, that it's used more efficiently and it leaks less. So that's my take.
Yeah, and one question on that too, because there is clearly job creation opportunity. How can we be sure that the new jobs that are created in these new industries are going to pay as well and be as wealth creating as the jobs that we might lose in some of the traditional industries that could be displaced? So I'll start with you, Ms. Innamorato, but if anybody else wants to talk about that opportunity, we'll do that as well.
This is where we need a strong partnership with organized labor because it is going to take working hand in hand to ensure that the companies we are bringing here, that we are using the power of the exec's office to make it the most friendly to workers and provide the ability to have collective bargaining agreements with these organizations that come here or are grown here. So I would say, that ensuring that is a strong partnership is going to be critical in ensuring that these are family sustaining jobs. But I will tell you, one of our largest solar installers, he cannot find enough people. He has waits like a year long for solar being installed on residential buildings. So there is a demand that exists, and as there's a demand and there's not the supply, this sector is going to have to continue to raise wages and raise working standards.
So I'll start off by saying my father was a UAW member, and when he got sick, thank goodness he was a UAW member who stood behind our family and supported us through the transition of him who was unable to go back to work from the time I was 5. And so it is imperative that our unions are strong and are involved in the type of employment we're talking about growing here in Allegheny County. And when I talk about bringing companies here, we're talking about bringing companies that are going to make something. Companies that make something are the ones that the unions are in and are the ones that the union should be part of. So when you bring a company from California, my guess is you're going to be bringing a company that has a union attached to it. And what better place to bring it than the birthplace of unions, which is Allegheny County.